What up, everybody? It's Ernst. Wanted to do a quick video for you guys reviewing the Helicon Gaming GoXLR. I wanted to keep this video short because I don't want to do a full setup video for you, but I know a lot of people have been asking me as sort of their audio guy, what do I think of the GoXLR and should I get it? So I'll keep it short, keep it brief, get you right into this. I'm going to go ahead and say right off the bat, if you guys are running a single PC setup, and you guys have an audio interface today, maybe a USB mic, USB headset, pick this thing up, without a doubt. Here's the reason why. It does retail, I think, for $400, so it seems like a steep price, but if you consider all the things that it does and everything that it simplifies, it just makes life a lot easier. Typically, in a single PC setup, you'd need an audio interface, which is about $100, maybe $150. You'd also need a voice processor if you wanted to match what this thing does, and that's anywhere from $150 to $250. So you're talking about maybe about $350 to $400 right off the bat anyway, if you just go with an interface and a voice processor, on top of the fact that you have the capabilities of also mixing on this device as well using the faders that are plugged in. This all does it using the GoXLR app. So it takes all of the things that you would potentially want to do as a single PC anyway and does it as one. So without a doubt, if you guys are on a single PC setup, pick this thing up. So now the next step, which I think a lot of people who have heard of me and who know of me as their audio guy are questioning, what about a dual PC setup? So I will say this. I want to keep this thing as neutral as possible when it comes to the review. Specifically, I purchased this out of my own pocket, so this is not something that was given to me and people asked me to review. I purchased this out of my own pocket to see what it can do, to see as a sort of an audio whore and an audiophile, can I get this thing to do what I want it to do? And does it do it as good or better than my previous setup? So what I will say is this. If you have a dual PC setup, go pick this thing up now. Now, why do I say this? So the quality of the audio is great. I do think that you can get slightly better audio, but I would say that most people will never notice that you can get slightly better audio because of the way that streams are broadcast out. And audio itself is very subjective. So you could take a look at my past streams if you want to test this one out. I've titled a lot of those with the GoXLR tag in the title, so you guys can find those if you need it. But this thing simplifies a dual PC setup more than anything else on the market. First, there's only 6 total cables that go into it. 4 of them are essentially your microphone in, which you require no matter what, a power cable, your headphones out, and then the USB cable that goes into your game PC. The other 2 cables are for dual PC setup. You have a line out from the mixer, which duplicates the audio that's on your game PC straight into your stream PC, and you have a line in from your stream PC, which allows alerts to be played through the mixer. The beauty of this device is that all of the connections via USB are physical connections. They're not virtual. So they're physical connections, but they are managed through the GoXLR app. So while I did lose a little bit of functionality compared to my old setup, you have to understand that this is simplifying everything that I had into one tiny box. And if you look at my setup, you'll see how small of an area it takes up on my desk. Now let's compare that to the old setup with a mixer, which ton of inputs and outputs into the old mixer, and a vocal processor, and all of these different cables that need to be routed in a perfect way in order for setting it up. All of it comes back to one simple box. Now, I wanted to give you a little bit of the good and the bad, okay? Because I don't think that a review is complete without going over the good and the bad along with the conclusion. So the good, obviously it's simple to set up. The quality is great quality. It allows you to route and listen to things exactly how you want to. It's got a great vocal processor. In fact, This vocal processor that I used to have before, the tc-helicon Voice Live Play, is the same exact vocal processor that's already in this device. It's got a sampler. Now, I think this whole bottom area, the sampler, the bleep button, and the quick mute button are all buttons that I probably won't use all that often. Is it fun? Is there little moments where you can implement those into your stream? Of course. For me, who does guitar and singing streams, I do like doing the vocal processing up here. That's great. I do like the mixer setup. I would like this to be altered a little bit. I think there's some opportunity for improvement. Not necessarily in the default settings. I think the default settings that they have for their app are gonna work for 99.9% of streamers, whether it's single PC or dual PC. But there's some functionality that I'd love to see out of this. I would like to see two things in the future, and these are minor things to me. One, I'd love to have another output, one that you can plug in speakers to. That way you can have your speakers plugged in and your headphone plugged in, and you can listen to either or if that's the case. The only other thing that I would like to have, and this is really on the app side of things, is to allow two separate mixes to happen. So right now, whatever you listen to in your headphones is exactly the same mix that gets sent off to your stream PC. For a single PC, this won't really matter. But for a dual PC setup, anything that you listen to in your headphone goes straight out to the stream PC. So you lose a little bit of functionality as it relates to managing your stream audio volumes separate to what you hear in your head. But I'll say this, if you don't listen to music, then it really doesn't matter, because music is really the only thing that you would probably change in your head versus what the stream hears. So with that, I'll say that this is a 5-star product right now. I do think that they have some opportunity for improvement, but it's clear without a doubt that what they designed will suffice for probably 99.9% of streamers out there in one simple box with at most 6 cables coming out of it. If you guys have any questions, hit me up on Twitter. I hope you guys appreciate this review. We'll do a little bit more in-depth type setup on this, but also be sure to check out Helicon Gaming's YouTube, because they do have some setup guides on there, as well as going through the app and understanding how everything routes. Peace out. Talk to you later.